Hi everybody, this is Dan from Mass Coins and Collectibles, and today I'm going to be starting a nickel box hunt. I want to see how long or how many boxes it's going to take me to fill this Jefferson Nickel book from 1938 to 1961. Now today I was able to get one box of nickels and only one. Everybody keeps telling me there's a coin shortage, so they won't tell me. I was surprised to get a single box. But anyway, it's got the holes on the top, so I was able to look in it, and it appears to be a mixed. I do see a lot of newer nickels, but then there's also some older looking ones. There's a couple. So we'll see what's in there, but I don't see any like Buffaloes or Silver War nickels or anything like that so far. But we will open this up and see what we find, and hopefully we'll be able to add some to this book because it's empty. All right, I will bring you in when I have my first find. Thank you. Well, finally had my first good find. We're in roll 11, and this was reverse facing, so I had to flip it. But that's a 1947. No mint mark on the back, so we'll add that to the list. I have found one Canadian, 86, and 5 from the 50s so far. We get a 54, 54D, a 55, a 59, and a 59D. And I did check the 54D, and it's not the D over S or the S over D. So we keep hunting. Be back with the next find. We're in roll 14, and I saw this 1951. No mint mark. Sorry, there is a D on that. But when I picked it up, right behind it, it was a 1949. No mint mark. Okay, well, that's great. Bring you in on the next one. Roll 16. Pulled away this nickel, and we have a 1940. Let's do the reveal and see if there's a mint mark on the back of this. Unfortunately, no. It's pretty heavily worn, too. Oh well, but hey, another great find. Be back with more. Roll 18. I found this 1941. It was reverse facing, so I didn't know what it was till I flipped it. But there's no mint mark on it. All right, bring you in on the next find. Roll 22, and we've got 2 finds. This was not an enter. I had to pull a few others before I found this. 48, and let's see. No mint mark on the back, but I noticed a few after it, and here's a 58. And that's a 58 Denver. All right, don't think there's anything else here. Bring you in on the next one. Okay, roll number 26, and we finally get another find. I actually flipped this over already because it was, as you can see, it's reverse up. And it's a 1946 Philadelphia. All right, bring you back on the next find. Okay, the very next roll, roll 27. This was reverse facing. I've already flipped it and found out what it was, but I will show you. There's no mint mark on the bark, so it's a Philadelphia, obviously. And we got a 1948. All right, don't think there's anything else in that roll, but bring you back on the next find. Roll 29, and we have another find. As I was flattening this roll out, came right across this one right here, a 1940. Let's see if there's a mint mark on the back. And no. All right. I don't really think there's anything else in the rest of this roll, but I'll bring it in when we have the next find. Roll number 31, and we got another find, a 1941. Let's flip it over and see if there's a mint mark. Oh, there is. Ooh, that's a San Francisco. Very nice. We'll take it. All right, bring you in on the next find. Roll 35, and I pulled out this really beat up 1952 at the beginning of the roll. Wasn't going to bring you in on it, because I don't really bring you in on the 50s, but then shortly down the roll, I found another 1940. Let's see if this one has a mint mark. Ooh, and it does. That's a 1940S. Excellent. All right, bring you in on the next find. So this is roll 36, and I opened it, and I see this dark one, and I'm thinking, maybe This one of these is a silver, but I'm like, probably not. But as I was flattening the roll out, I suddenly see that. You see that, folks? That's a buffalo nickel right there. I'm going to pull this out first. Nah, I'll see if one of these was silver. Let me see. I don't think they are, but I'm going to pull it up. No, 72. And the other one, no, it's just a coin fooling me. 2000. All right, let's grab that buffalo, and let's hope it has a date. Let's hope it's an early one. Ooh, I can see a partial date at least. Is that 1920? Cool. Awesome. 1920. Let's hope there's a mint mark on the back. Nope. Whew. Considering this thing is 101 years old, that is in pretty good shape for being around. For the date to be that good, this thing had to be in somebody's collection at one time and probably just got put back in. That is awesome. Otherwise, you never see them this early with dates where you can actually read it. That's great. All right. Bring you back in on the next find. Roll number 42. We got another find. This is reverse facing, so I had flipped it and found it already. It's a 1947 Philadelphia. All right. Bring you back in on the next. Roll 43. We got another nickel. This was reversed, so I had flipped it already. 1947, another one. Seems to be a popular one today. All right. Same roll. I just moved this nickel away, and here's the 1941. No mint mark. Okay. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, roll 49, and I get a feeling this is something. It just looks really worn down. 48. All right, not bad. I'll see if there's anything else in the roll. I'll bring you back. Okay, so we've finished the search. There was nothing else in the rolls. And the find of the box was this 1920 Buffalo. Unfortunately, we didn't get any silver, which is kind of odd because I pretty much always get one, and more times than not, I get 2 silvers in a box, and I didn't get any. But then I don't find buffaloes very often, so I guess it's a trade-off. Anyway, I had 15 in the 1940s, 16 in the 1950s. I did check that 1941 San Francisco to see if it was the large S mint arrow on the back, and unfortunately it's just the small S, so it's not the rare variety. And I checked the 54 Ds just to make sure they weren't the S over the Ds, and those aren't either one of those either. So I never get lucky with that stuff. Found 3 Canadians, 1 dime, so I made a nickel, and 3 2009s, all in pretty lousy condition, those 3. So, well, that's about it. So we got a bunch of nickels throw into the album right here, which I am going to do. So I will do that and then do a quick wrap up and show you what we got in the album. Okay, so I plugged in all the nickels we found, and we found 18 out of the 66. Pretty good. We got a 40, 40S, 41, 41S, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51D, 52, 54, 54D, 55. 55 is under 10 million, so that's 8.3. That was the best find probably for the lowest vintage one. You know, 57, 57D, 58D, 59, 59D. So that's what we got so far. I'll have to get another box, hopefully. Don't know if I can get one tomorrow or Saturday, but definitely next week. All right. Well, thank you for watching. And if you liked the video, please click like, leave a comment. I always like to read people's comments. Tell me what you're finding in your boxes. You know, you finding buffaloes or silvers or key dates or maybe even V-nickels? I haven't found one in like 20 years, so I'm dying to find another one of those. Anything else you found? I found a whole bunch of 1999 nickels with the doubling on it. That's very common. They made like well over $1 billion that year, so there's so much die deterioration on those nickels that there's tons of them out there with errors on it like that. I'll put some of those up as well so people can look at the different ones. But thank you, and see you soon.